Drunkenly Educated is a show where we answer all your science questions. We are always drunk on this show, so don't take anything we say or do as fact or opinion. We are just graduate students who decided to start a podcast to pay off our student loans. It's just for fun. Now relax, grab a drink with us, and listen responsibly.
How was that being gay?
I don't know. I have a lot of emotions.
Yeah, okay.
So, Anthony and I just finished watching the final episode of Downton Abbey.
I've only watched the last 2 episodes.
And I've watched all of them. So it was very emotional for me. But it was also very emotional for you, wasn't it?
I was actually crying
Yes,
at the end.
I am aware. I know. So, I just think that this is a plug. If you haven't watched Downton Abbey and you are a fan of period pieces or just drama and love in general, you should watch this show.
And it's Downton Abbey, not Downtown Abbey.
Yes. Although no one thought that it was called Downtown Abbey.
I heard people yesterday call it Downtown Abbey.
Well, the people that you were talking to must have been idiots.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hi. It's been, normal amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
It's a new season.
It's a new season.
Because last time we drunkenly said that it's our season finale. So now
this is our season beginning.
Yeah.
Season 2. We have a lot of stuff in store for
Yeah.
you guys.
You think, remember all the drunkenly antics that we did in season 1? Expect
Guess what? They're coming back, bitches.
expect the same amount, nothing new.
Yeah. Except for we might have people on this season.
We have to make friends.
We have friends. There's lots of people that want to be on the show.
Yeah, sure.
Kimberly would like to be on the show.
I thought she was going to be on it when we tried to record this episode yesterday. This is our second time we tried to record.
We had too much fun yesterday because we hadn't seen each other in a while.
It's been like a week.
Wow. I stand by what I said.
But yeah, we're back.
And better than ever.
Nope, still the same.
All right.
Nothing. Don't promise them more because they're not going to get it.
You're right. But we're appreciative that you're back for the second season. Woo.
Yeah, I mean,
Loyal.
You didn't have to wait long.
Well, whatever.
You didn't look up science news, did you?
You
know, like the one thing you're supposed to do.
That's my job.
Yeah, and you do it like before every episode.
Science news, science news. Holy heck, it's science news. You guys. What are you thinking?
Me?
Oh, just like about science.
Oh, I'm thinking that ACS is a scam right now.
Of course it is. You shouldn't have to pay over $200 to watch freaking presentations online. That's ridiculous.
Okay. We need to give them background. Okay. ACS, the American Chemical Society, basically a membership that most chemists have to sign up for and pay a yearly fee to be a member of, just to get like publications and get papers and basically keep up to date with the sciences that are happening, at least the main stuff. Right. They don't give us access to other journals, just like their C and EN publications. They have a conference, a conference about twice a year, where all the big chemists go and present their data, and it's a big deal to be there because it's like a rite of passage for a chemist.
Right.
Normally, it's I don't know why they make it so fucking expensive. I went last year. I didn't present, I went last year to the San Diego one. Didn't present. I just wanted to go because I was in the area. Still spent $200 just to look at posters.
That's so horrifying.
Yeah. But it's okay. I made about half of it back in swag from the expo that they have there. But this year, so because of COVID, they're not having a live conference.
As they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. So they're having a virtual conference where people are presenting their stuff online. But it's still fucking $200. or $250.
That's worse than 200.
Yeah. And you can't make your money back in swag from the expo and free pens, shot glasses, and magnets.
It's a lot of magnets to make up for $200.
I had 50.
Zoinks.
I know. I really tried to make my monies back from it.
Well, as you should.
But it's just outrageous that you have to spend this much money to see something from your own couch.
And honestly, I think that is just really a testament to the fact that there are still so many like barriers to science, like money walls.
Well, yeah, why are you making it exclusive?
Like honestly, if a paper online requires that I pay for it, there's no chance in hell that I'm paying for it.
Oh yeah, no.
So the fact that science isn't accessible in 2020, that's just...
Oh, if I ever publish a paper, no, let me phrase that. When I publish a paper, because I have to at least do.
You have to.
I have to at least do
you
one.
Have to.
I'm just gonna upload that shit to Facebook.
Because it's ridiculous.
I'll make a 10-page Instagram like post.
I don't understand what all the gatekeeping is about.
Why are you trying to keep knowledge away from people? I just don't get it.
I also don't get it, but I assume that it's because we aren't racists.
I mean, we're not, but I don't see how that has to deal with it.
Underprivileged communities are the ones that can't afford to pay for these things.
That's true. Are you part of ACS?
No. Remember, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're smarter because you shouldn't. It's just I've been a member for like 4 years now, and I just do it for the mugs.
That's really noble.
Every year they give you a mug with the number of year on the periodic table that you are. So like my 1 year anniversary was hydrogen, helium, lithium. I should be getting beryllium soon.
Are you ever going to get to ytterbium? I can't say its name. Whatever, shut up.
No.
Bummer.
I doubt. I'm trying to get to 50 because apparently once you're a member for 50 years, you can just go to these ACS meetings for free.
Right. And when you're almost 80, you're really going to want to be going to ACS meetings. I know I am.
I'm not pretty sure when I'm 80, I'm not going to be wanting to go anywhere or everywhere. I'll probably want to be going everywhere.
Lady Grantham wanted to go places.
Who's Lady Grantham?
The old lady. Professor McGonagall.
Okay. You can't talk about the show Downton Abbey because I have no idea who any of the characters are.
I told you about every single one of them.
I know. There was a lot of people. They kind of look the same.
They do. They're all very English. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
And I got very invested in all of them.
I know.
But I didn't know any of their names.
I know. It's hard. I'm sorry.
Can't do that to me. Now I have to watch the end movie so I know how it really ends.
Yeah.
My ex did this with fucking Hallmark movies.
I like Hallmark movies.
I don't.
Why not? They're so awful.
That's why. They're so cheesy and awful.
But that's what I like.
My ex, she would put them on.
Was cheesy and awful?
No, she's a wonderful person. Calm down. I'm not going to badmouth the people I dated on this show.
That's probably wise.
Because most of them listen.
Hi.
Hi. I miss you.
Ew, don't be gay. He doesn't mean that. Keep talking.
I mean, yesterday Give me that science news, bitch.
I do have science news, and it's rather depressing, as it always is.
Oh, no.
Because news isn't good news unless it's talking about the end of the world, you know.
So how is the world ending now?
So you know how, like, levels of carbon dioxide emissions went down over quarantine because people weren't driving their cars and, like, lots of businesses just, like, stopped production and stuff, so stuff wasn't being released into the atmosphere. And so, like, everything was, like, normal for a second, and they were like, nature's healing. Thank you, Buddha. Okay, maybe they didn't say that.
No.
But apparently, according to this article published on July 14th, global emissions of methane have reached the highest levels on record.
Well, actually, I don't think methane production stopped because of corona.
I mean, methane production is primarily caused by, like, energy
I mean, the
production.
the-
So
the-
like oil, gas.
the largest methane producers are cattle farmers.
I know. Did you hear a couple weeks ago there was a beef shortage?
It's a good thing I stopped eating beef.
Good. It's so bad for you.
I know, it's bad for the heart. I switched off of red meat. I'm on a weird diet, guys. It's never mind.
It's okay.
I don't need to talk
It's all
about
good.
my personal eating habits now.
Anyway, you can take after both of us. I still don't eat red meat.
I mean, now I don't eat. Well, actually, never mind. I had McDonald's today, and I feel like shit.
Yes, because you ate McDonald's.
Like,
You dipshit.
I ate McDonald's while driving here.
So that I wouldn't know that you ate McDonald's.
Yeah, but then I felt guilty.
So you had to tell me.
Yeah.
And now I'm making you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, don't eat red meat, you guys, because it contributes to methane emissions. Because cows are cute, but they're kind of bad for the environment.
Cows are
And-
cute.
Cows are
I
cute.
want a cow.
Oh, I want a dog. I want a bunny. Thump. Anyway, methane emissions are at an all-time high, and global warming is happening whether or not we think we can do anything to change it. And I'm not saying that we're to adopt a nihilism perspective because that's just pointless. However, I just think it'd be smart in the future for everyone to contribute less to industries such as petroleum or oil. But I know that's a privileged stance for me to take. I would just suggest that everyone do what they can
Yeah.
to make sure the earth is happy, because she is unhappy. And she's not going to die, but we definitely are.
We're just making the life more uninhabitable
For us.
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. I like breathing.
I like not roasting.
I almost died today.
How?
Why did I almost die? I was working with a lacrimator in lab, and I decided to take it out of the fume hood, and like as I'm walking to put it away, like it's open, and I decided to close it while I'm doing that
Why'd you do that?
because I was dumb and I forgot what a lacrimator does and makes you do. So I ended up crying in the hallway
Yeah.
of my lab for 30 minutes.
Are you sure it wasn't because you were sad?
I mean, it started off as lacrimator.
And then you were just like, let's take advantage of this.
Yeah, I'm going through a lot.
Me too.
I mean, everyone is.
I know. We're so sorry. You guys, while we're on the subject, if any of you are having a really tough time with COVID and you need someone, we're here.
Yeah, just DM us and we'll FaceTime you.
That's not even a fucking joke.
No,
We'll
it
do
really
that.
isn't. We would love to talk to you guys. Make sure you guys are doing okay. And honestly, it would help us too, just to talk to someone else.
Anyway.
I feel like I've only been able to talk to Kate this entire quarantine, and God, I am losing my mind.
Yeah, I'm not very receptive to emotion. That shouldn't hinder you from wanting to talk to me. I understand.
I'm open to anything. I'm emotionally available to anyone.
And I am emotionally unavailable to everyone.
Yeah. So you could talk to me.
Yeah,
And
Anthony
Kate-
would probably be better.
Kate would give you finger guns and say, they're there.
Everything fucking sucks.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. But honestly, some people like that. Some people don't want their problems to be like taken care of. They just want someone to listen.
But yeah, I don't do anything to help people's problems.
Me neither.
I just listen. And sometimes people just tell me them without me warranting it.
Oh my god, people tell you shit all the time, and I love it.
Oh, I get all the tea.
I love tea.
It just comes to me.
I know. It's wonderful. It does really well for me.
I would love to spill the tea on this show, but I can't.
You cannot spill any tea. I'm just saying that.
So many people that we know listen to this. I could ruin so many lives.
Well.
The other day, someone from the research building that we work in walked up to me and started telling me of their sexual endeavors that they were having during COVID.
Oh, but I do that to you all the time. Lies.
No, you
I'm
really
lying.
don't.
I'm lying. I know.
I really don't want to know any of those
Yeah,
either.
of course you don't. And I would never tell you.
I would tell you mine, but nothing's happening.
Tragic.
I mean, I was dumped like last week. It's fine.
You weren't dumped.
I wasn't. But I'm treating it like I was.
Well, you're just being a doof.
Yeah, let me go through my pretend trauma.
I will allow you to do anything that you want to. However, I don't want you to be a doof in my presence.
Well, I guess this is the last episode.
First episode of the season, last episode ever. Get ready, you guys.
Yeah. Do you think our listeners think we're actual friends, or do we just like two people who hate each other?
Absolutely not.
Who
They
talk
think
to each
that
other,
we are enemies.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to turn the brightness down on this.
Why don't you just turn on lights in here?
The lights are on in here.
There's only fucking Christmas lights on in this place.
Okay, well, anyone who has ever been here will know that I don't like lights on.
Why? So then you actually have to see each other's face.
Yes, and because I have
A
How do
weird
I get
chin.
back to the desktop. Yes. Why are you attacking me right now?
I'm sorry. Is this not how the show normally goes?
Well, I don't know. How do I get back to
Just hit the Internet Explorer button.
Microsoft Edge?
Yep.
That's not Internet Explorer. Anyway, enough of roasting each other and our fellow. I've watched too much Downton Abbey.
Hello.
I told you not to do that.
What? It's my cognac. I can't.
It's very bad.
I'm offending a lot of people.
Yeah. Especially our Irish listeners.
I mean, is there one in particular that you care about?
This is your fault. I wasn't doing it. You did it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I am also sorry, but not to you. I'm sorry to the people who will have to listen to this and then talk to me about it later.
I mean, that should just be a rule to not talk about the show to us ever.
I know.
Because we don't know what we're saying.
We don't know what we're saying. We don't know what we're doing. We just watched we literally watched 2 hours of Downton Abbey.
It was 3 hours.
Okay, we watched 3 hours of Downton Abbey. So, don't talk to us about this episode or any episode. Just tell us that we're pretty whenever we walk by you. That's literally all I ever want to hear.
But it's a lie.
Suck my dick.
It's probably bigger than mine.
I'm sure it is.
Let's continue. What's the question?
Alrighty, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Did dolphins and whales evolve from terrestrial animals that had limbs? Do you need me to repeat that? I stumbled.
No. So like dolphins, like a mouse was like, I'm tired of being on land. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go swim, and he just kept swimming.
Yes.
I love that.
But something larger, maybe like
a cow.
something more blubbery.
Cows are very blubbery.
Okay, you're right. A cow was like, fuck land, I want water. And then it just turned into a fucking whale.
Yeah. And
That
then
sounds possible.
A goat was like that, and then it turned into a dolphin. I think that's actually how it is, because I know aquatic mammals have similar bone structure to other mammals. Like the same bones are there, just different shapes.
Well, also they breathe air.
Yeah, so they have to have lungs.
Yeah.
So they had to have lungs at some point, like a main use for lungs.
But it seems rather silly because mammals evolved from things that lived in the water.
Yeah.
Like they crawled out of the water and grew legs.
And then they got tired of it and went back.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense. I feel like aquatic mammals have vestigial like bones and organs that don't make sense for an animal in the water but are retained from the time that they spend on land. So you know how humans have
like their little, like dolphins' little weird leg bones?
an appendix. You know how humans have appendices?
Appendi, yeah.
No, that's not the word. We don't need them. They're not necessary.
I don't know what they do.
So like dolphins have the little like leggy bones.
Yeah,
They
little
aren't legs.
this like
They're
little,
just there.
they're just inside.
Yeah.
How terrifying. I'm imagining dolphins with legs now. Like people legs.
What if dolphins had 4 fins? Like the front ones and then the back ones?
I feel like that would make more sense.
I would like it.
I think they would be able to turn a lot faster.
Dolphins can turn. I saw dolphins like a month ago. Did I tell you that?
we-
In the ocean.
We live in California.
They were in North Carolina.
Oh. Those dolphins.
I've
are
never
big.
seen dolphins here.
I see dolphins here all the time.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I've never seen a dolphin here.
I've gone surfing and there's been dolphins in the waves.
I only see
surfing at.
sharks.
I've seen those too. There's a lot.
There's a lot of sharks.
Yeah, but if there's dolphins there, you're safe.
They're cool sharks, though.
No.
I'd like to pet a shark.
I mean, you can.
I was swimming with one the other day. Yeah.
Sharks are fine.
Sharks are cool.
Yeah.
Only when you could see them, though. I don't like when you can't see them.
I mean, most of the time you can't see them.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
They could be anywhere, but you can't see them.
Well, how am I going to pet them if I can't see them?
It's true.
Sharks are the dogs of the sea.
Also, why do you want to pet a shark? They have rough skin.
I think it'd be cool.
It's very, bristle. It's rough. Like
But I
sandpaper.
But I would like to pet.
Just pet.
Pet.
Sharks don't like being touched.
Well, I don't like being touched either, but that doesn't stop other people from protecting their mama. I got really...
You got angry
I
and
got
your
angry.
words stopped.
Yeah.
We should get a pet shark. I should get a pet shark.
You can't get a pet shark. Just stick with the turtle. Or get a bunny like I've asked you to.
I'm not going to get a bunny.
Well, I'm going to get a bunny.
Get a bunny.
I have support widespread.
Yep.
From many people in my life.
Yep. Find someone who'll get you a bunny.
I already have someone that will get me a bunny.
And have him get you a bunny.
Well, he's stupid. He won't get me a bunny.
Get her a bunny.
Anyway.
I'm trying to figure out if I should get a fish. And
I told you to start with a pet rock.
it's going to start with a plant.
Well, I think that you'd kill a plant. So start with a rock.
I would kill a plant.
Yeah, I know you would. Get one of those plants. Kimmy and I never water it. And boyfriend never waters it either. And his has been alive for months.
Did you just say boyfriend?
Well, I don't want to say his name.
You say Kimmy's name.
I know, but that's because I love her. I'm just saying that one day Kimmy will be on the show.
Yeah, Kimmy will be on the show. I expected her to be on this episode, but then...
Okay, stop complaining about that. It doesn't make sense for Kimmy to be on our season premiere.
We gotta start with someone.
Me. And you.
You're not a guest.
Well,
You're a staple.
You're right. Thank you. Like pasta. And bread. And potatoes.
Are you gonna keep naming starches?
I'm thinking about them. Okay, keep reading.
Okay.
Next question.
Why aren't we harnessing more solar energy than we are right now? Like, the sun's burning its rays. I got a burn from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we harness that energy if it's just hurting people now?
What is the biggest obstacle to progressing society?
Are you asking me a question to answer this question?
Yes.
I don't know.
What does it take to change things?
Money?
Yeah, money. Do you know how much solar energy costs? We took a whole class on this, bud.
Listen.
I know that I carried you through that class.
And I carried you through the other one.
Of course you did. I'm just saying that solar energy costs a heck of a lot more than mining oil out of the ground.
Petroleum.
Does. Yeah. And so it makes more sense to use the cheaper method. And also, solar isn't all that efficient.
It isn't.
Like, you could never... It would take thousands and thousands and thousands of acres in order to make a solar plant that could possibly sustain even like a small city, you know?
Yeah. Plus they get dirty too and you have to like maintain them a lot.
Yeah, of course.
And those cost a lot. I saw a self-maintaining solar plant.
Mm-hmm.
They used like basically a Roomba. And they put it on the solar cells and just had it like drive around and clean it up. But then I'm like, the Roomba's gonna get full and break. Someone needs to maintain the Roomba.
Yes,
The sun Roomba.
does seem to make sense.
Soomba.
Don't be weird. Don't be glib.
Glib. Okay, can you please explain what that means?
Using a lot of words to say the thing that you're trying to say. Glib.
That's what we do on this show.
I know. I love being glib.
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 I feel like glib should be a bigger word.
No.
For what it means.
Or loquacious.
Loquacious.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Ew. That's problematic, but we'll address it later.
What, being loquacious?
Saying it like that is problematic.
Loquacious?
And you know it is.
How am I saying it? I'm pronouncing it like I normally would say loquacious.
You keep doing it, and we will.
They
will have
can't
this
see the head swivel when I say loquacious.
but they can hear it, and that says enough. We will have this conversation later.
I'm gonna get a talking to, guys.
That you are.
I'm in trouble. 'Cause
Anyway.
I'm being too loquacious.
And we're done. Solar energy costs more than the types of energy that we currently use as opposed to mainstream sources of energy. So it doesn't make sense to expect the people in power to pay more for energy that does a little bit less, even though it's better for the environment, which sucks. But the world runs on money, so we can't expect anything more.
Yeah. I mean, there's other ways you could do that. You could use other than solar. Solar's not my favorite form of energy.
Nuclear.
Yeah, but people got scared of that because it messed up a few times. That and the other weapons of mass destruction that we made, and also Japan right
But
now.
nuclear is the most efficient and the best, and it provides the most power, and you don't have to use a lot of land. And honestly, there have been so many technological advances in the past decade or two.
Yeah. But people are scared about it. And no board is going to approve of that because of the horror stories that are connected to it.
Of course. But I think it's silly because I think it's our best bet.
I know. Come on, guys. You have to make some risks in the world.
Oh, they're taking a risk. They're ignoring science and saying that climate change doesn't exist, and so they're continuing to consume plastic.
Maybe they wouldn't
even though
ignore.
it kills the earth.
Maybe they wouldn't ignore science if the fucking science community would just openly allow everyone.
You're right. If ACS was free, then this wouldn't be a fucking problem.
No, for real though. Why are so many scientific journals membership or pay for the paper? Why do you have to get a subscription to get scientific knowledge that should be out there? Why are they limiting knowledge? I know it's because of money.
Yes. And the money has to come from somewhere. So really, if people aren't able to give away free knowledge, it's because someone doesn't want them to.
Yeah.
And that someone is the government who won't pay for research to be done. And of course they do, to some extent.
Well, yeah, the government definitely pays for research.
I know. But I just think that there is money going places that could be spent in other places.
I'm okay. The complete institution of having science journals.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the hierarchy. Okay. For those of you that don't know, there are many different scientific journals out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest ones being Nature.
Nature.
If a scientist can get into Nature, they know that they've made something incredibly controversial to the world. And all these journals are kind of ranked based on the weight of the knowledge that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So a higher end journal will have more groundbreaking science in it than a lower end journal, which has still
good science.
Still good science.
Because if it wasn't good science, then it wouldn't get published.
Yeah, but just not as have a high impact.
Yeah,
that's what they want. High impact knowledge. But it's just these journals that are limiting the spread of this knowledge, because we get grants all the time. We get money for research from different institutions.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not those institutions that control the journals. I guess they kind of help with the journals, but
of course they do. I'm just saying that if something can't be published, I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm just very salty at ACS right now.
Yeah. And
I mean, maybe it'd be okay if they sponsored us, but I don't know. This is a real sellout.
You're being such a sass
master. Season 2, we're selling out.
It's so early to do that.
Our second season?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been trying to sell out since our first season.
I hate selling out. I am an artist of integrity.
We tried to email Juneshine so they'd give us free kombucha.
You can still do that, by the way, Juneshine. We talk about science and we love you.
Yeah, you're San Diego.
Based company, and so are we.
Yeah, that's weird. We're a company.
Nope.
We don't do taxes.
We don't make money.
Whose fault is that, listeners? Ever since I talked to my ex today, she wants me to get a cat because I told her I was lonely and living alone.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been sending me pictures of cats I would possibly adopt, and she's found one called Turtle.
Why don't you just get a turtle and name it Cat? I would just say, I'm so very allergic to cats. If I wasn't, then I would get one. I really do like them.
I'm not going to get a cat because you're allergic.
I'm sorry. We can stop being friends if you want a cat.
No.
Okay.
I'd value your friendship over a cat.
That really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Unless I fall in love with a cat, then you are out.
That's okay. If you were allergic to bunnies and I fell in love with a bunny, you'd be out too.
I mean, you're going to get a bunny.
I'm not going to get a bunny.
You're not?
No.
Why?
Because you know why.
I thought he was.
I would like a bunny.
I mean, I'm leaving that hint in the show.
I am ambivalent about that.
It's new campaign. Get Cat a bunny.
Get Cat a bunny?
Get Kate a bunny.
Wow, I have a new name. First Cat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. First Catherine, now Cat.
Catherine, Cat.
Kate.
Kate.
My name.
Yes.
That could be cool.
Yeah, that's.
We didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning.
Oh shit. We are.
No, we could. I don't even know what to do.
We'll do it at the end.
We could introduce ourselves in the new intro.
Nah.
Well.
Okay, no, we'll just do it now.
You want to kick us off?
Hi. I am Anthony. I'm just going to say Acuna. No fancy middle name.
Wow.
You want my real middle name?
Yes.
Michael.
Oh, wow.
Anthony Michael Acuna.
I can't give my middle name. I will give my stage name.
What the fuck?
I'm Kate the Bitch Sabo.
Okay.
And this is Drunkenly Educated. Thank you for being here with us halfway through the episode.
Yeah, you guys just listen to two random fuckos talk about science, kind of.
And our personal lives? Kind of gay.
Without you even knowing who we are.
Or what we're about. So...
I mean, should we tell them what we, like, what, should we, like, actually give intros of who we are? I don't think we did that all first season.
Okay.
We're both grad students.
Mm-hmm. Here in San Diego.
San Diego. We go to one of the 3 San Diego colleges.
There are many San Diego colleges, so we'll just leave it at that. But we do science. Anthony is an organic chemist, and I am a biochemist, and neither of us are completely sure about what the other person does.
I have no idea what
I
you do.
don't know what you do. But we're here, and we run this podcast because we love science, and we enjoy drinking alcohol together.
Oh, yeah, we're also drunk on this show.
Yeah, well, I assume that they know that from the title.
I hope. They could just think it's a podcast about making alcohol.
We should start that podcast. Let's ditch this one. Start making
Yeah,
a
this
podcast
one's
about
definitely
alcohol.
we could have 2.
We could do that. That's a lot of work.
I mean, the other one where we talk about making alcohol, we won't be drunk on.
Ooh.
We'll talk about making alcohol, and the alcohol that we do make from that one, we'll get drunk on for this one.
Stay tuned, kids. Our voices could be coming to your ears a lot more than they currently are.
We'll be drunkenly educated and educated drunkenly.
It might be confusing for our little babies out there.
They'll figure it out.
I'm sure they will.
I thought they were called Labbies.
Labbies. I miss my Labbies.
So do I.
Did you read your teacher evals?
Yeah.
That's literally my favorite thing to do.
Half of them said I have a cool podcast.
All of mine said that I was a really cool gal, kind of awkward, which we know. And only a couple of them had bad things to say about me. But the funny thing is, I know exactly who those people are, and I will be blacklisting your future. No, I won't. I don't really care.
She's already murdered half of them.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the show. That's what we do. If you're new here, we're sorry that it took this long for us to get around to introducing ourselves.
Yeah, and why are you starting on season 2?
Why wouldn't you start with the first Don't start with the first
Actually, no.
episode. Start with the second or third or fourth episode.
The way the show is, like, you can jump in on any episode.
And it still wouldn't make any sense.
I don't even know when we have seasons. We just do.
We just do. Because we want structure to our lives.
Yeah.
Right? This is a time of no structure. We would like structure.
Yeah, this is the only structure we have to our lives.
Yeah.
Because everything else is a mess.
Yes. So, welcome to season 2 of Drunkenly Educated. We're your hosts, Kate and Anthony. And we're going to continue answering science questions for you because that's what we do.
Yeah. We'll promise. You think we'd have this down by now?
No, of course not. We're stupid.
This is our 23rd episode.
I know. That's my favorite number.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because it's like both prime and then the binary of it is a palindrome?
Do you remember when you taught me binary like a year ago?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it.
Oh. Okay, never mind. We lost one of the questions because I don't have your internet.
Why would you? Oh, okay. I guess you've never been here before.
Nope, this is my 3rd time here.
But that's okay. We've spent enough time dilly-dallying, so we can just
We'll just
get away with this.
We'll do it in the next one.
We'll do it in the next one.
Because you guys are proud listeners, and we never skip out on questions for you guys.
Of course you don't. Although,
I remember we had a huge list of questions.
yes, I do remember that.
I lost it.
I don't know where that is. But I had it.
Like, you remember it, right?
I remember the list.
Like a lot of...
It was very many questions.
It was a lot of pieces of
There
paper.
were a lot of good questions, too.
A lot of bad ones. A lot of them involved goats.
I do enjoy goats. I would like to have goats.
You goat or a bunny?
I want both.
Goat, bunny.
Gunny. Boat. A boat.
Boats.
That could be fun.
All right, guys. This is our new Patreon goal.
We would like to have a boat. We'll invite you on it. Just make sure that you give us enough money to buy one.
Yep.
That can fit all of you.
Yep. All...
17?
Is that how many listeners we
100?
have?
I don't know.
1,700?
I literally don't know.
Just enough to hold 10 people.
I could support that.
Because any party bigger than 10, I get anxiety.
I get anxiety when I'm with other people. Not you,
Oh.
but everyone else. Is everyone's fingerprint truly unique? You know, there have been 107 billion people on this planet. Did everyone ever have different fingerprints?
Ooh. I feel like there's one repeat. At least, I feel like people had to have repeated fingerprints. In school, did you ever know the types of fingerprints that there were? Like, there was a loop, and then there was the circles. And did you ever look at your fingerprints and try to figure out what they were?
No.
Oh, I'm looking right now.
Well, it's a bit dark for that. However, I would just like to tell you, I didn't look up this stat myself. It just appeared. But there are 10 to the 74th fingerprint possibilities. So that's 10 with 74 zeros behind it. That's much more than 104 billion.
Yeah. And plus, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So probability-wise, no. And there won't be for a very long time. But we know that probability isn't always infallible. So maybe there has been. But mathematically, it doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just thinking about fingerprints now. Like, like there's the general shape of your fingerprint, which is like
The little like loop.
it's the loop, but it's not the loop that really kind of dictates its individuality. It's the pores in your finger and where they are located.
Yeah.
So like if you ever get arrested, they take your fingerprint, they have to rub it. It's where like the kind of skip spots are for your fingerprint that they kind of look at. It's like a weird human barcode.
The mark of the devil.
Are fingerprints?
I don't know.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to this question.
Yes.
You know the koalas have fingerprints very similar to humans?
Yes.
If we include the koala population, do you think there is a repeat?
Well, I can't imagine that there isn't.
Do you think like everyone has their own
Koala?
like koala fingerprint soulmate?
I hope so.
I want one.
I want a koala. You hear that? A goat, a bunny, and a koala.
And
Get cracking.
and a boat. A
And
goat, a boat, a koala, and a bunny.
This is a lot of requests that we're making.
Listen, we have to tell them early so like they can start saving.
Of course.
But again, we're not asking anything from any of you.
Yeah, of course not.
We just, I mean, if our birthdays come around, mine's January 1st. It just happens.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Here's a boat.
Thank you. Yeah.
Could be fun. I don't know. Is that our last question?
That was our last question. We just have one more, and I don't think you want to answer it.
I don't want to answer it. They'll answer it.
They'll answer it. I like it, though.
I'm sure you do. You picked it. You guys, thank you so much for listening to the first episode of our second season.
I know.
We cannot believe that you stuck around with us for this long. Honestly,
I can't
kind of
believe,
whack.
I can't believe we had a second season. I was surprised that the network approved of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. We're idiots. We're just here talking, spewing stuff out of our butts.
Would you want to be on like a podcast network?
Why are you asking me this here?
I don't know.
In front of our fans.
I mean,
Our lovers.
if they are not susceptible to it, then I'll just say no, never mind. We'll just roll solo.
You're right. We'll put some thought into it, won't we, fans?
Yeah. And tell us which network you want us to be a part of, and then email them incessantly to get us a part of it.
And if the answer is not Cartoon Network, we don't want it.
That's not a podcast network.
We don't want it.
Holy shit! What if this podcast turns into a show on Cartoon Network?
I could never.
You wouldn't be on Cartoon Network?
The head of Cartoon Network. Oh, that wasn't Cartoon Network. That was Nickelodeon.
Yep.
The one that had the foot fetish.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
What's wrong with foot fetish?
he victimized children.
I mean, that's not cool, but don't hate the foot fetish. Hate the pedophilia.
Anyway. So, if this is the first episode you're listening to, we hope we haven't put you off. But we really do love what we do,
I also don't have a foot fetish.
and that's important to note. But we're glad that you're here. And as a tradition, we leave you with one question.
Oh, and also for those of you that we're not getting a question yet because we have a few things to say to you. Like we have social media
Oh, right. I
that
forgot
we
about
don't really use.
that. Of course we do.
I mean,
I send you memes all the time.
yeah, but we don't show them to the other people.
Right. One day, you guys will get the memes that I send Anthony.
Or I should just start posting them.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so follow us. We are on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Snapchat.
Are we on Snapchat?
I don't know.
No, we're not.
YouTube.
YouTube at Drunkenly Edu.
Yeah.
That's our handle.
The entire first season is on YouTube. I mean, you could watch it on iTunes and Spotify or whatever you're on now. But
YouTube's fun. And
Yeah.
we're trying to diversify.
yeah. And whatever new trend on social media, whatever new app comes out,
We'll be there.
yeah, we'll be on that too.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We're trend followers. We don't set trends.
We followed them.
Yeah, we're kind of like sheep, but we don't like to think that we are, but we are. We also want a sheep.
We do win a sheep.
Oh,
'Kay.
the entire farm, but the farm is on a lake, so we have to have a boat.
Yeah. Take notes.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Guys, thank you again for listening. I'm going to give you the final question. This one's asked by Drew, who will probably ask the most important question I have heard all year. How many lions would it take to beat the sun in a fight?
And with that philosophical question, we're going to leave you guys.
Lions.
Crackheadery.
At least 4.
All right, you guys, think about that. And we will see you soon.
Soon. Bye.
Bye.